And good morning, everybody. John Reitmeyer coming to you live from Studio B today. I did not wander over to the video studio because I'm telling you, it's right on the donut. The donut, yeah, the zero. That's what they call the donut, isn't it, in weather broadcasting? And I just decided to do everything from right here in Studio B this morning. That is the magic of technology.
On your calendar.
We don't have the flashy backgrounds and everything like that, but other than that, it's just wonderful to be here with you this morning for a version of CHAT CANNA called Have You Heard? We've got a great little news story for you this morning, and I think that you will like it. So we'll just get right to it. Other than the weather, we did get a white Christmas, and nothing wrong with that, huh? Just a little bit of a white Christmas. I remember when I was living down in Nashville, Tennessee, and this was 30 years ago when it was a warmer summers and a colder winter. And we tended to get white Christmases, and my good friend down the road had two ponds, and it would freeze enough that they would ice skate on the ponds. And now for the last 10 years or so, 15, they have not been able to do that. They have just not gotten white Christmases, and it has not frozen over in the winters. What's causing it, I don't know. That's not for me. That's for some much smarter people than me to decide. But I do have some really interesting news for you today. A little bit of a surprise for me. Eye drops, CBD and eye drops, inhalers. These are what the FDA is going after right now. All sorts of claims about them. They have sent out nastygrams to more manufacturers. And I thought you'd be interested in this because it really caught my eye this morning. A company down in Austin, Texas called B Delights has gotten a nastygram. They make something called the Cannabis Rescue Blend. And they are claiming that their product may reduce pain from diseases like multiple sclerosis and rheumatoid arthritis. Now, on the one hand, that's a little bit interesting because if you have arthritis, CBD has been shown to, give you a little pain relief and something there. I think it's the multiple sclerosis that they probably hit too hard on. But it says, and again, here's their claim, you see, try a jar of cannabis and prepare your immune system for all the invisible viral enemies out there. And of course, we know that viruses do not respond to things like that you can buy in a jar. So the FDA is saying it's being extra vigilant in regards to companies associating products with coronavirus protection. So they got their letter. G&L Wellness of Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin, well, practically a neighbor over here. They have something called See Better, the letter C, meaning, but they're talking about you can see, for pets, and See Better Daily Soothing Formula Eye Drops for humans. Both were marketed as multi-symptom eye care solutions for people and pets. Never thought about actually putting a CBD formula right to your eye. That took me by surprise that somebody was making that because, up to now, the FDA has actually said that they have not authorized any CBD product other than the pills that have been approved. Specifically made in a laboratory for ingestion into a human or a pet's body at all. So, wow, making something for the eyes is a stretch. And then to make that kind of a claim, multi-symptom eye care solution. So anyway, they got their letter. New Leaf Pharmaceuticals in Connecticut has a CBD nasal spray. And the FDA didn't like that because of how fast it can go into the bloodstream, no different than people that, inhale the illegal kinds of things and get an instant hit. But again, the claim that followed it from the company reduces risk of arterial blockage, that it's going to open up your arteries. Somehow nothing I've ever heard that CBD does. And then a little bit of an icing on the cake, they also listed in their paperwork, it combats tumor and cancer cells. Why do they have people just marketing people? And let's just see how far we can push this. I don't know. Next Level Services in Las Vegas, they also do business as a company called This Stuff Is Good For You. Make CBD pet shampoo, CBD dog treats, CBD tinctures, eye drops, and vapes. They are making a product targeted as CBD for children, and they have a graphic showing a young child next to a message, CBD for childhood ADD and ADHD. Again, let's just see how far, I'm surprised they're not saying that it will grow back severed limbs. I mean, how far can we take these claims? And finally today, Wellness Biosciences RX of Houston for their CBD inhaler and CBD topicals. Topical, of course, something you put on your skin. The ingredients and potential impurities in the oral inhalation sprays could even trigger, I'm sorry on these words here, I looked it up and I still didn't get it, bronchospasms, I get that, but larynx spasms is what it means, but I can't, the way the word is, I don't get it. They may be toxic to tissues in the upper and lower airways. The company retweets claims that inhaled CBD can help you give up smoking. And so the text, CBD may help smokers quit cigarettes. And it may, but there's no double-blind, university-respected studies that go along with any of these. As soon as we can get some of that stuff, they should be okay. Companies have 15 days to address the violations. In other words, show the FDA that you have, respected double-blind studies to back up your claims, of which, of course, I can't imagine that there's anything in what we've talked about here today. Or they have to show how they're going to correct all this. I guess they're going to have to recall all their products and relabel them in some way and change their marketing, or they will get fined heavily, like we saw the fines last week, as much as $80,000. So the FDA is in our game, probably a good thing, but probably, the marketing of extreme promises and things is over and gone. And the only thing that I find interesting is they got into CBD so fast when they're not into the vitamins that are going to make you so wonderful on late night television. And they're not into the weight loss programs that are going to make you go from my size to an Olympic wrestler. I watched it again last night on late night television. They don't seem to be going after those at all. Why are they not doing that? But they have chosen CBD products to go after. I don't mind that they're going after CBD. My question is just, wow, these are on the TV. You can sit at home and watch them every night before you go to bed and get up for the next exciting day at your job. And you let these go on for years and years and years. At least the thing that Suzanne Summers was, had between her thighs was a physical device. It probably did present some, health, muscle growth and health issues. I don't think it made anybody look like Suzanne Summers. But these things that are, these pills that they're offering, mega pump up and everything like that, not counting that what creatine does to your liver over time. A little bit of creatine is fine. You find it in the foods that you eat. But when you take that one little element out of the food that you eat and then have it in such quantity, your liver just has to go to work and process it out of your bloodstream because you eat it, you digest it, your stomach adds chemicals to it to make it so that your intestines can take it out. either they pass it through, that'd be a good thing on some of these things, but that's not what happens. It gets absorbed into your bloodstream. That then sends the chemistry through your liver. Your liver is the tester, and it says, ooh, we shouldn't have this much in the bloodstream, and it goes to work. It's no different than what happens with alcohol. If you lay back a shot of alcohol quickly, the warning signs go off and your liver goes into full filtering system to try and get that alcohol out of your body. And if you're drinking faster than the liver can process, then your blood alcohol content goes up. You hit this level, now you're driving impaired. Whether you agree to it or not, the state says this is where you are now illegal. And then as you go up, of course, you have other problems with your abilities to function in a safe way. It's a factory. And we now know that how the systems work and how the biofeedback mechanisms work. And that's why caffeine raises your heartbeat and gives you more energy, because your body can't get it out as fast as you put it in. Therefore, while your body is working to get it out of your system, to do that, it raises your heartbeat. It speeds you up to get rid of that poison. And in so doing, you feel like you've got energy. No different than the other very illegal street things that you can buy, only they're amplified 100 times. Or in the case of some of them, 1,000 times. It's as simple as that. That's why I chose, other than I drink some, well, and don't misunderstand, I love coffee. I actually love Coca-Cola. I just love it. Real Coca-Cola in an 8-ounce glass bottle. Just love it. But I have chosen not to drink soda for over 10 years, other than, once a year. I haven't had my Christmas Coke yet. And because of that, even though I'm extremely overweight, I am not in any way approaching being a diabetic. My numbers, if you know numbers, are always under 100. And the doctors scratch their head and wonder, because I'm not typical in that. And I completely put that on the fact that I drink absolutely no soda, not the diet sodas either. I just don't drink any soda. I made that decision years ago. I now am years away from more than a cup of coffee when I'm traveling, because, once you hit Europe, you just got to have a cup of coffee with that croissant. But that's a real treat for me. And I'm now 3 years off of alcohol, not for any reason other than I think that I've drank enough in my lifetime. And so I'm trying to, now am in the cycle where I want to extend my life. And these are things that the doctors are telling me can help me. And somehow I found the gumption to do that. And so, not to say that, my son got married a couple of years ago and I had a couple of champagne toasts. So that worked out pretty good too. So if these things work for you, I'm happy. And like I said, on the other hand, a rum and Coke, man, I don't know. It's time for my Christmas Coca-Cola. That's our Chat Canna for today. If you are in the making of CBD products, be very careful how you label them. Don't make any false promises. You're hurting all the rest of us when you do. Let's keep this industry nice and clean. We know the benefits of the CBD oils and now the CBG and the CBN that's coming. Let's stay nice and clean and show the world that we can develop this industry without those late night TV marketers on top of it. My name is John Reitmeyer. I hope that you'll join us again tomorrow for another edition of Chat Canna. I'm only working with this one little computer here, so I've got to get my buttons all in a row here. Until that time, I hope you have a great day. Get ready for a happy new year, and we'll see you in about 20